Hey guys, it's Kemi. Welcome back to my page and thank you for watching this video. I am going to be discussing quite a few things today. I really don't know what I'm going to title this, but I have a lot to talk about. I just got out of session with my therapist and I went into session and I was like, it's such a great day, I feel so happy. And then, by the end, I was sad. And it's not a bad thing. I actually feel really chill. I feel really balanced. Because I was really up in the sky, dreamy, happy Pisces season. And she really brought me back down to reality and brought me back down to being grounded and recognizing the reality of where I'm at and the fears that I feel and the things that I'm going through. I highlighted a lot about myself in regards to how I view power, how I view control, different fears I have surrounding authority, around criticism, around people harming me, around people trying to diminish my power. It brought up how I can fixate on negativity. It really kind of shined a light on so many things that I already knew that I was going through, that both her and I already talked about, but today it just really hit me. Every day I am stepping into my power, and with that, it's my power is being tested, right? And the truth that I know about myself and the intentions that I know that I have are being tested by those who don't really know me. And so every single day it's I am having to trust myself, love on myself, empower myself, trust in how I feel about myself rather than how others feel about me or tell me that I should feel about myself. My ancestors are teaching me that I don't have to be as harsh on myself as other people are. They're teaching me that my intentions are what matter. They're teaching me that everyone in the world may not see me for me, but as long as I see me for me, then that's okay. They are really teaching me that I can recognize different situations and I can move through them rather than thinking it's the end of the world. My ancestors are also showing me that, it's okay for me to assert myself. It's okay for me to speak my truth. It's okay for me to do that without having to tiptoe around other people. Often I can be very afraid to speak up against people who are attacking me. I can be afraid of people who are trying to disempower me. Something that my ancestors are trying to teach me is you can only be you. I'm okay with being myself, and it doesn't matter how much power they have. It doesn't matter, I don't have to submit to anybody else. Yeah, it's really heavy, but I'm always afraid of the reaction I will get if I stand up for myself. I'm always afraid that people won't believe me. I've just been under so many situations where I've been attacked, even though I'm the victim. I've been in so many situations like that. I've been in so many situations where people just don't believe me. And it sucks. It fucking sucks. Because when you're me, I'm really harsh on myself, always trying my hardest to be the best. And you can't, right? But constantly walking by very rigid rules, I'm always worried about that. And I'm trying my best to release the fear of criticism, trying to release the fear of speaking out and asserting myself. I'm trying to release the fear of what will happen if I stick to my truth. When people are trying their best to repress you, when they're trying to be rude to you, when people are trying to shit on you, you don't have to fall, you don't have to buckle underneath them. It's important that you don't let anybody else make you think some type of way about yourself if you know that's not true. You are safe in this moment. You know yourself. You can speak up for yourself. You do not have to fold beneath anybody else. You can speak your mind. You can say what you have to say. You don't have to worry about people's reactions because you know in your heart what is your truth. You know your intentions. You know yourself. It's okay to state your truth. It's okay to state your facts. And it's okay to speak up, regardless of how much power they have, regardless of how angry they are. Again, like I said, if someone is reacting to you in such a strong way and they haven't even had a conversation with you, then they clearly have things and problems with you that they've had before. If somebody is trying to spew negativity onto you and they've really never interacted with you, then they have problems that they need to fix within themselves, like they're projecting. And so you have to be able to recognize that, and recognize that they have their shit is their shit. Like, you can be you, you can speak for you. How people think of you, what they view you as, is not you. You know who you are. The people that love you know who you are. And there's so much light. It's very easy to focus on the negative little things, but there's so much light, and I think that it's so important to like focus on that light, focus on all the good that you're doing, because it's really easy to feel like you're not doing enough, to feel like you like if you don't fix these tiny little details, then like you're the worst person ever. Like, no, things don't exist in extremes. You're doing good. Like, sure, there will be tiny ounces of negative things, and there'll be people carrying negativity, but you can't focus on the negative carriers. Like, you're doing good. And I think that it's important to recognize that when you're someone who's already hypercritical of yourself, when you're harsh on yourself, when you struggle speaking up and stepping into your power. As you step into your power, people are going to question you. People are going to say you're a terrible person. People are going to project so much onto you. What they think about you, they're going to try to project onto you. And it's important that when they send those things your way and they try to tell you about yourself, you sit there and you say, that's not me. That's not me. Those aren't my words. Clarify yourself. Speak for yourself. You know yourself. And so when you know yourself and people are trying to project an image onto you that isn't you, you can speak up. You can stand up. And I think that's what my ancestors are really trying to push on me at this moment, is like, it's okay. You can release the fear of what will happen if you speak up. You can release the fear of what will happen if you just be yourself. You can be yourself, because yourself is very powerful. That's what everyone, I think, needs to push through when we're talking about empowerment and releasing fear of criticism, releasing fear of what others think. Like, we have to recognize that, like, sure, we might have these triggers, we might have these things we go through, we might have qualities that aren't the best in us, but there's also so much light, and there's also so much goodness within you. There's so much goodness within me. Like, it's all about intention, and it's all about where we're going. It's all about what we're actively doing. Others' projections and their thoughts and stuff like that about you, they're not necessarily true. You know your intention, and as long as you're speaking clearly and you're speaking, you know, your truth, and that's all you can do. Think of the bigger picture. This person's attacking you, but what does it mean in a bigger picture? What does it mean for you to stand up for yourself? What does it mean for you to be yourself, even in the face of criticism, even in the face of when people are trying to attack you, even in the place when people are trying to project an image of you onto you? What does it mean for you to look at the positive of yourself and project that back onto them? Tell them who you are, show them who you are. Recognize that what they say and how they're viewing you isn't true to who you are. It's easy to fixate on that negative thing, and that power, and how other people are abusing and how other people are treating you, how other people are reacting to you. It's so easy to focus on that you feel negative, you feel distorted, you feel like you have no power. When the truth is that you do, that you have so much light that those little negative carriers are trying to, you know, get a piece of it. But you have so much light, and so recognize that and allow yourself to project that light in order to reclaim who you actually are. You know who you are, right? Like, that is what it means to stand up for yourself. That's what it means to embrace your power, is to recognize the good, recognize the positive, recognize the light. You will be fine regardless, that you will have power regardless, that you know yourself, right? Like, it's so easy to magnify those negative carriers, to magnify the situation, to magnify the disaster. You can magnify the things that are true about you, that you know to be true about you, that your friends know to be true about you. It's important when you're engaging with people who are trying to harm you or anything like that. It's important that you move into spaces of light, and that you move into spaces where people do appreciate you, where people do love you, where people can help you. And to recognize that there are people who trust you, believe you, who will back you, who will help you, and people who see your power that actually wish to embrace it and not restrict it. Moving into spaces of light is so important. Recognizing how you act towards yourself, how you treat yourself, is what will allow you to have faith in yourself and to trust that you know you better than anyone else. It will help you to trust that you can be yourself, It'll help you to trust that you can be present in this moment and that this present moment is not necessarily going to mimic all of the past situations. I think when you're embracing your power, you are seeing who you are seeing the positive, you are seeing the light, and you're recognizing that your light is your light, and that these negative carriers, these people who wish to harm you, these people who have all these things to say about you, doesn't determine your power, doesn't determine who you are, none of that. Like, you're you. And I think when you're embracing your power, you have to step into that I'm me energy. You can look at other people and be like, nothing y'all say is true to who I am, because I know me. Especially when people really don't know you, you know? Like, when you step into your power, you know, you see your power, you recognize the light that you have to give to people, you recognize your intentions, you recognize that you're being accountable, you recognize that you're doing the work. So when you step into your power, it's not an ego thing. It's from a place of, I know what I'm doing. I know the work that I'm putting in. I know the good things that I do. I know that I have important shit to say. Like, when you step into your power, you walk with an air of confidence. You walk with the grounded understanding that I am rooted in myself. I know myself. Stepping into your power means knowing yourself, knowing your confidence, knowing what brings you happiness, what brings you joy. It means releasing those fears of everybody else telling you about yourself, of everybody else reacting to you in some type of way, because it doesn't matter how they react to you. You know you. That's what it means to embrace your power. You know you. People love you. People have great things to say about you. You are everything in this universe. You have power. You are strong. You are you, and you know you. And I hope that you're writing lists of who you are. I hope you're writing gratitude lists of everything that you have to contribute, of all the beautiful words that you have to say, of all the ways that you can stand up for yourself and others. I hope that you are seeing who you are fully, so that when people try to come at you with stuff that you didn't do, you don't fold. So that you don't fall back into yourself, so you don't like cower down. No, stand up straight. Say what you need, say who you are. Other people will say things all damn day, but you are you. And I pray that as you release this fear of criticism, as you release these cognitive distortions that tell you that the world's going to end, that it's all over, and that these little negative things are dimming your light and are going to overtake you, I hope you realize that your light is way too bright to be dimmed by these negative carriers. So if you're sitting here and you're scared of how people will react to you, you're scared of speaking your truth, you're scared nobody will believe you, you're scared nobody will listen, you're scared nobody will understand, you're scared nobody will truly see you and recognize you and just fully embrace you. I need you to fully embrace you. I need you to recognize that other people, they don't matter. People will always have something to say. But you know you. They're not in your brain. They're not you. All you can be is you. And when you embrace your power and you accept you, then others will fall in line. They'll get with it. So, step into it. Step into your truth. Step into your power. You are deserving of so many beautiful things in this life. You are deserving of so many beautiful aspects of the world. I just pray that you see your power. I pray you step into yourself. And I pray that you release any anxiety, any worries, any cognitive distortions, and truly see yourself for the amazing being that you are. I hope you see yourself and the power that you have and the power that you hold. Step into that, embrace it, speak it, express it, and just be you. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I pray that you guys have an amazing week, and I can't wait to talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much. Alright guys. Bye!